I am over the moon excited about having a very, very special leader with me here today. Her name is LucretiaRenee Rathman, and she is the CEO, the creatrix of Dark Fusion Boutique, an incredible business where she makes all these amazing headdresses and belts and beautiful clothing for belly dancers and goddesses and priestesses. And she's an incredible new thought leader, fashion designer, and entrepreneur. She is one of a kind. She's got her own unique brand of magic, and she's been a sacred soul sister of mine for, my goodness, LucretiaRenee, has it been over 30 years at least?
Yes. Oh, wow. What an introduction. I'm melting. Thank you. I love it. Yes, we met in Portland.
Yeah,
So we have
yeah,
that connection. Yeah, we both were creating a lot back then. So, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
LucretiaRenee and I, we just connected straight away and have been friends ever since. We were actually belly dance fire dance partners way back in the day. And we'd have so much fun getting op shop bras and then embellishing them with all kinds of sequins and pretty things and making our own costumes. And just, I remember those days of like just sewing all our little sequins and bits and bobs on there. But LucretiaRenee, she just kept going with this passionate purpose. And I ended up getting married, having kids, and going on a different pathway. But she really found her pathway. And that was the kind of humble beginnings of where it all started. And she just kept going. Now she's built this whole enterprise and business where she is creating beautiful works of wearable art. I'll let you explain that,
Oh,
Renee.
just any performers really, and I make some streetwear too, but anyone who wants to just feel special. I work one-on-one with a lot of women to see what colors they like, what their vision is, what this story they want to tell, what kind of performance they're doing or not, and work with them so they can really shine. It's akin to like being a really good like photographer. You want to find the person's like right angle, whatever expression on the face that makes them shine. While I dig into the person, their essence, their soul, and build a costume to accent and bring out really who they really are to make them shine.
You are
Mm.
empowering women, and that is why I asked you to be a keynote speaker in this summit, is because you are really doing the work of awakening consciousness and empowering the sacred divine feminine through your beautiful garments and through the process of working with these women and photographing them. And it's very special the work you do.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think yeah, besides the clothes and all that, um, it's yeah, the connection. I love the connection. When you and I met, I don't know if you remember, we'd go out and have coffee and just talk like spiritual talk all night. Because you were the first person I met that really wanted to get to know themselves, really wanted to dig deeper into what's really going on out there spiritually. Um, so that connection with the women, I treasure more than just making them, beautiful clothes or whatever the sales. Just the connection is so important to me. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I love that because the costumes and the headdresses and actually you've got something right there. Can you show us? You've got a new
Oh my
belt
God,
and
thank you. Yeah, I was up late last night. It's not too late, but I finished up a really pretty belly dance bra. It's
ooh.
kind of a crisscrossy.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Okay. I'm not, it's hard just picking it up. I'm hoping to get the idea. Anyway, there's the top and there's the belt that goes with it.
Ooh, it's so
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is just
Wow.
an example of what I like to do. Um, It's fun work. It can be really fun. When I'm making these are this is like one of a kind, and I don't know how it's ever going to turn out, honestly. And I love when I'm working on something, I'm not sure where it's going to go, what's going to happen, and finally I hit the flow state where the items start to tell me what to do, like what colors or textures or beads and baubles it needs. So this is my meditation. This is my medicine to make these, and it's always a treat when they go to a really neat home. I don't know who's going to buy that. No idea. I'm going to stick that online soon in my Etsy shop. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, so her Etsy
Yeah.
shop is called Dark Fusion Boutique, and she really does channel her one of a kind pieces. And I love that you meet with the women and then channel the pieces to what they envision. And I did that just a few years ago. I had this beautiful headdress that LucretiaRenee made for me. And yeah, and it's in all of my
It.
pictures. Yeah, that I was using for my priestess business for years. And so that was a beautiful work of art. And that was channeled and it was very, very magical. There was a lot of magic because when I wore it in Hawaii, I had some photos taken and some of the
Mm.
pieces that were in the headdress, the man that photographed me had the bits tattooed on his body. I don't know if I ever told you
What?
that, but I
Oh
was
my
the
gosh.
laurel leaf, which is means wealth and prosperity. So this was an
Wow.
intuition that I had. I got all fixed up because I didn't have a photographer. I was just there by myself. And I was like, I'm just going to manifest a photographer. And so I got myself all fixed up, put my headdress on, went downstairs and asked at the bar in the hotel, would anybody be willing to take my photo? And he went, yeah, I'll do it. And then his sister was the assistant. So she did my hair and made sure, I was looking good. And he took all the photos and he had the laurel leaf tattooed on his body, just like what was in your headdress. So I know that there's a lot of magic
Oh my
in the
gosh.
pieces that you create. So,
Mm.
this is
Wow.
why I asked LucretiaRenee to come on. And so we probably should get to the summit questions, so right? My
Yes, sir.
first question for you, LucretiaRenee, is what does leadership mean to you?
I feel like I came from a very, very poor, humble family. I just looked at my family tree, and everyone's farmers pretty much, and there's a lot of like poor grandparents, poor relatives, just poor, 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 poor. A lot of them are alcoholics. Just not, I don't think they're just fighting for themselves in a way and let circumstances kind of bring them down. I, since the pandemic, I pretty much lost a lot, pretty much everything. Relationship, I had to move a lot. I had to, it was hard to produce work with my business. I've been on, um, I've been teaching myself how to really ground out, get strength, whether it's mind, body, soul, eat right, get enough sleep, develop, yeah, morning routine where I'm writing down my goals, looking at what I've accomplished, going through contacts, writing down ideas I can make for later, trying to look at everything as a whole. Um,
I love what you said because what I'm hearing from you is that you've learned how to lead yourself through the
yeah.
times that you've struggled and
Mm-hmm.
your, inherited generational patterns that
Mm-hmm.
you have broke through those patterns.
Yep, I'm still breaking through them. I haven't broken through them all the way, but yeah, I'm working on that. Yeah.
Mm. See, I see you as a leader because you've always created your own pathway and moved towards that.
Yes.
You're self-led, and you're a pioneer and an artist with your own vision, which I see as leadership.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've always been kind of a punk rock, really. Like, I didn't care if there've been a lot of women like me that have made costumes, and of like 10 years ago or more, a lot of girls just folded. You know, they went off and did other things because they weren't making enough money. I've really just ignored all that and kept up with my passion and kept going with designing stuff. Yeah. I've plowed through just all the naysayers, everything else. Like, nope, I'm gonna keep going. This is too much fun. This is important. There's that voice in me, there's that calling in me, there's that fire in me that will not let me stop.
So
Hmm.
being true to your vision, being true to your passion. Yeah, great. That's wonderful, isn't it? That's leadership right there, because it's not always going to be easy.
Not at all. It can be really frustrating, honestly. Yeah, yeah.
And
I
so
have to check in with myself often.
yeah. And do you
Yeah.
consider yourself a leader?
Ooh, good question. The way you've been talking about me is like, oh yeah, Lucretia Renee, she's totally a leader, but I'm slowly sinking into that idea. I'm a leader. I've never necessarily, honestly, felt like I was a leader. I felt like I was, I don't know, I guess, um, I don't know how to put this. Oh, I guess my past idea of a leader was something, it was separate. Whereas I was like one of the girls. I've always felt like I was one of the girls and, more equal rather than, I know a leader isn't, it's not supposed to be like separate or on top or whatever, but yeah, um, I'm understanding the the importance of being a leader. It's very much needed, of course. And I think I am slowly like taking on and embracing that idea that, for myself. So,
Mm. I love that. I love that you are redefining. It sounds like you're redefining what leadership means to you as well.
oh, oh yes, yes. I'm redefining a lot in my life, honestly, just because of a lot of it kind of imploded, just destroyed my life, so to speak, 5 years ago. In a way, I let a lot of circumstances get me down, and it's really I'm taking a hard look at every little thing in my life. And I'm like, I've been afraid. I've been quiet. I've not used my voice. I haven't spoken up. I haven't really allowed myself to shine. And I'm all about that right now. And I think age has something to do with it too. I'm just turned 51. And yeah, I'm at the point where I don't care. I don't care what people think, and it's better not to like seriously care. Of course you need to care, but like just not let it get to your ego or whatever and shut you down. So,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that about you. I feel
Hmm.
like I've known you for so long, and I feel like you've always been a very powerful woman and a leader from the very day I met you. However, I see you blossoming into your full potential in the last few years. And I do feel like it sometimes is the kind of, rock bottom and the stuff that
Totally.
happens that totally grows us and wakes us up and realigns us to what's important. So you're really blossoming into your full potential and your power, and it's beautiful to witness.
Oh, thank you. It's amazing when people do tell me, like what you said, or even comment, gosh, you're so much happier these days, or yeah, just that magnetic thing. People are reaching out to me more. Anyway, it's nice to wake up. It's nice to finally get into your power. Or really, yeah, I mean, really get into your power. A lot of people have not noticed much of a change, but I sure have. And apparently you have too, so thank you.
I sure
Yeah.
have. Definitely a lot more confident and sure of yourself now. And you've got really good boundaries.
Good. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
So, what does old paradigm leadership mean to you?
Old paradigm leadership, I feel it was kind of black and white, honestly, really. And I think it kept a lot of people down and in their cages, in their places, um, without a lot of hope sometimes or alternatives. I think we've, um, if we allow ourselves, we're so much more than that. I think a lot of people probably are stuck in the old paradigm. Really, a lot of people are, but you definitely don't have to be through education and through finding the source within.
I love this. I love this conversation so much. It's
Oh,
so
good.
much fun. Yeah. And so my next question for you is what does power mean to you?
Mm. Speaking your truth, just going all out and doing it. You just do it without giving a I don't want to say it, naughty word, but just give no F's, really, going out and doing it. If you worry too much, forget it. It's not going to work out for you. If you're free, you can make things happen. The world is yours. You get what you want. Hmm.
Mm,
Um, Power, it's a big responsibility. I believe in treating everyone as equal, treating everyone with kindness and respect. I believe in helping people, loving them. Um, Sometimes people don't want to be helped or loved. You'd still secretly shoot them a smile. But let's see. Mm. I think it's important for everyone to treat themselves right, eat right, sleep right, continue their education in building themselves up, learning about their bodies, learning about their minds, the mental, to heal. Um, because you're not doing anyone any good if you're sitting at home depressed, if you're angry, not doing anyone any good, especially not yourself. So staying happy, staying true to yourself, staying creative, staying busy, accepting people's love and giving out the love, I think is a very powerful thing.
mm. I love that. I love that you're saying kindness and positivity is a source of power.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with you too. Yeah. I mean, it's in the name, isn't it? Empowerment, being empowered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this conversation so much.
I
I'm
know.
I'm
Wow.
feeling
Yeah.
the power
I
already. I'm
know. I'm
feeling
like,
like, whoo, interesting. I love that's why I had you come on, is because you have an interesting perspective. If we were all saying the same thing, it would be very boring. We got
yes, of
we got to
course.
have different perspectives, and this is a new one. The old paradigm being that scarcity mentality, and the new paradigm. What does the new paradigm mean to you then?
Wow. Well, I'm loving this. There's a lot, I'm imagining a lot, and it's bringing me a lot of joy, okay? And it's inspiring me to push myself further. Um, um, yeah, again, if I were thinking from scarcity mindset, I probably wouldn't be invest. I'm going to go to Los Angeles soon, by the way, for fabric shopping. But with scarcity mindset, I might not even want to go down there and check out stuff. But with abundant and a mindset, of course I'm going to go down there, buy a bunch of amazing things, and use it all up.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Lucretia Renee, because your lens of perception is that old paradigm is the scarcity and new paradigm is the abundance mindset. That's beautiful. I love that. It makes so much sense to me. And look, if you were still living by the old paradigm within your intergenerational patterns, then you wouldn't be doing Dark Fusion Boutique at all.
Ooh, no, no, especially if it were, 70 years ago. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, yeah. It'd be a grim kind of reality, honestly. It's kind of sad to say, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
keep bringing in that new paradigm then, huh?
Mhm. Yeah. It's all about the art, just shining through, Even I go on walks almost every day. I'm always shooting someone a smile just for kicks. Anyway,
Beautiful.
that's important, I believe. So,
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
And I love that. I love that smile giving smiles to strangers is new paradigm as well. I love that. It's true. I agree with you.
hmm Especially since everyone is just fixed, they're all online. They're all online. They can barely talk to each other now out in public. Da 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 da. So making that eye contact, giving someone a smile is just such a boost for people. Especially here in this country, a lot of people walk around completely, probably hungover and depressed from what is going on in our world here in America. And yes, so many people are just down in the dumps. You can just see it in their face when yeah. So I definitely try to just, a smile isn't going to fix the world or going to fix the political, but it goes a long way for each and every individual. So yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I got drawn to you is you've always been a lighthouse. You've always been a beacon of light. And I know that you're gothic and you've got all this dark, all your clothes are like black and dark colors, but there's an inner light that shines so bright inside of you. And I've always really admired your positive outlook. And, I'm the same. Like, no matter what is happening, even when I'm down in the dumps, I always put a smile on when I go out. I feel like it's my kind of my ethic, moral responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, it's so important just to spread the smiles. It sounds cheesy. It sounds terribly cheesy, but no, it builds the energy. If you smile, you feel great. They feel great. It's just, oh, it's good medicine for sure. For sure. Yeah.
It
It
is.
gets
It
me
is.
going. Like I'll snap out of a bad mood easily if I start smiling. I don't know. I guess it's a chemical thing within. I'm pretty sure. I think there's some sort of study about smiling, but yeah. Anyway, I'm
I love that. I love that. New feminine paradigm is about smiling. I love
oh my God. No. Anyway.
it. And so when you hear the words awaken the new feminine paradigm, what emerges for you? What do you think of?
Wow. Um, I guess my zero to hero idea, really, getting out of being stuck in a rut, getting out of the quicksand, getting out of the Shark Tank, um, going all in on, well, figuring out your soul's purpose. And if you don't know what that is exactly, that's okay. But just going all in on completing, just being as helpful as you can be, being as truthful as you can be, putting in work, not overworking yourself, but putting in work, whatever that means for you, whether it's education, whether that's, helping your family, helping yourself, especially helping yourself. You're not doing anyone any good if you're not helping yourself. That's kind of my personal thing lately. I want to be as healthy as possible to help friends, family, the world, whatever, anyone. Yeah.
I love that. So, female empowerment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And for all of you that are listening, Lucretia Renee and I are going to do a bonus call that will be part of the summit. And she's called it Zero to Hero. So it's a talk, a motivational, inspirational talk about her own personal story of going from zero to hero. So I love that you brought that up when you hear the words awaken the new feminine paradigm, because your zero to hero story is definitely an awakening of the new feminine paradigm story.
Yo, I can't wait to share my story. It's a good one. It's really good.
Thank you. And
Um,
who are your most inspired leaders, people that really light you up and you go, "Oh yeah, that's a leader."
oh. Well, um, I think probably 3 years ago, I really started to watch lectures on YouTube, different YouTube channels. It all started off with getting out of a narcissistic relationship. So I started watching this woman, Dr. Romney, and she is a super duper specialist on narcissistic behaviors. When it comes to like a narcissist and their family, all the scenarios when it comes to narcissists, either a narcissistic parent, partner, a child, how to navigate that narcissism. And that led me to Mel Robbins. They were on each other's shows. Mel Robbins, she is one kick butt woman, I have to say. She has all sorts of talks on just really how to be a better person, and goes into every single topic you can possibly imagine, like anything that could possibly go wrong. She'll talk about and have different doctors or specialists on like how to fix mental issues, you name it. Like she digs deep in every single nook and cranny of a person's life possible. And she's a no nonsense woman. Like she'll she cuts right to the chase. So I love her. I actually took her online course. I think it was launched 2023 or 2024. Really good. Um, yeah, there's quite a few. I like Lewis Hughes. He's a younger guy from I think he's living in Los Angeles right now. He had quite a story, and now he has his own YouTube channel. It's really taken off. And I like Joe Dispenza. There's another one, Missy Renee. She's awesome. So many. Oprah, of course. I love Andrea Schulman. Yeah, I think that's a good cast of characters that's really helped me find myself, get into my power again, because I was so scattered all over the place, especially because of the pandemic, and then everything else came crashing down. So I turned into Hot Mess Express. Like, I mean, I don't think people saw it, but I knew I was fragmented. I knew I was scattered. I knew I was ripped into shreds, torn to pieces, didn't know where to go. I was like, I haven't been married, I don't have kids. I not much of not I felt like I had barely any support system. I'm supporting myself and then all my income goes down the drain. I was like, oh, so I had to last few years really dig deep into my soul and find my power. Because like I said, it's not doing anyone any good if Lucretia Renee Rathman is sad and depressed and angry. No, 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 definitely wasn't doing me any good, not going to do anyone else any good. So I've been scratching, digging my claws in deep and climbing out of the out of the depths of despair and grayness into finding myself again. And just really trying to help people along the way. Like, I know I was speaking about, smiling at strangers or whatever. That's awesome and good. But no, I do notice when people are having a tough time, maybe their relationship just went down the toilet. I will jump in there and, guide them through what they're feeling and thinking, So that's been a really good thing. Um, has come of everything that I've gone through recently. And I guess that speaks to your power question that you had earlier.
Yeah,
Just getting
definitely.
back into your power. It's so much fun when you feel your power. It's just so much, the freedom that comes with it is mind blowing. And I don't think you really understand what that's like unless you do go through some sort of really traumatic situation. Because I do speak of it often to some people, and they're like, "Oh, whatever." But yeah, yeah. I have a fire. I have a fire that has been lit, and I'm going to keep going with it and pushing myself to get stronger and stronger and more powerful.
I love that. And so
Yeah.
what are your most treasured characteristics of a good leader? Kindness, I've heard you say, and empowerment, inspiring.
Mhm.
Can you add to that, to those characteristics?
Well, yeah, if they're transparent, if they can really demonstrate and show their honesty and where they're going and their thought process, that's probably number one, really, just to know what they're thinking, honestly, and if they're honest, if they screwed up, to let us know, that's really important. Just if they're transparent enough where I can see if they're acting out of a space of love from their heart, I just like ones that are honest and transparent with their feelings. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I
Schamet,
agree.
I don't know how to answer that exactly.
No,
Oh,
that was
good.
a great answer. I think that was great.
Oh, good.
Authenticity,
Oh, good.
transparency, being able to trust their leadership. I think
Yes.
that's really
Yep.
important.
Okay.
So when you hear the words awaken the new feminine paradigm, what emerges inside of you? What do you think of?
Mm. Well, I think of a lot of my friends who have really pushed the boundaries, who have really made a name for themselves, who have gone from rag to riches or just sadness to complete bliss and joy. I love seeing that, and I love getting myself to a place where I can celebrate with other women, inspire other women. I'm very thankful us females, us have come so far. We can be completely independent. Thank God. Again, I think of like looking at my family tree, I'm just wondering, okay, how many of my grandmas voted? How none of them could drive a car, they weren't I don't know. Either they didn't set themselves up to be super leaders or they thought society wasn't, having their backs, so they weren't feeling set up, but mm, of course, any woman, we all are capable of being leaders. And it's just a matter of us activating that part within us. And this summit's great to help inspire, I think, other women that are right on the edge. It's a really interesting time right now. And my friend Sedona Swan, she's part of this movement with her show. I love it. She explores the femininity in her show, and it's amazing.
Wonderful. So female empowerment and
Yes.
the expression of female empowerment. I love that. That's great. Yeah, me too. Um, when I see women stepping into their power, and expressing that feminine power, that is the awakening of the new feminine paradigm. Absolutely.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of women expressing that in different ways, like through belly dance, through art, through creativity, through having shows, through poetry, through writing books. Um, it's the expression of the feminine power. I love that. That's a great answer. I agree with you 100%. So let me see your admired leaders. What else? Oh, we got a very big question here for you. If you were made leader of the world, how would you change the world into a better world? I know it's a big question, but
Oh my God. Yeah, where to begin? There's a lot of fixing to do, I tell you, but it would, oh, it'd start with the children. Oh my goodness. It would start with redoing school and learning. Every little kid would learn about their mind, body, and soul and community. And, wow. Yeah, it would start with just really focusing on family and children, build them up strong. Just start there. Yeah. And oh wow. I mean, there's so much to change. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I feel very fortunate to be as happy and blessed and that I am right now, all things considered that's going on in the world. But yeah, if I were the queen of the universe, um, all children would start off with like a spiritual kind of schooling
I love that.
to know themselves, to become strong. Yeah.
And is there any last and final pearls of wisdom that you'd like to share?
Hmm. Well, I've been so much happier now that I have created like really fun kind of routines for myself, as far as like educating myself as far as eating right, like a sleeping schedule, um, times when I go out and have fun, and my work times. Like I've really enjoyed creating routines like that for myself. I think it's really important I'm an introvert by nature. You probably can't tell, but I'm very much an introvert. So I really have looked at that and made sure I fit in friends and going out time because I do like being alone, but that can get you in trouble. Um, but yeah, really going through and looking at your life, seeing what bothers you and trying to figure out why and paying attention to what bothers you uh, any little thing that's wrong kind of can pile up and put weight on your shoulders. So, making an effort to just go in every day and kind of look at my life, see what's going on, has worked wonders, I think, for me.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're up to right now in your Dark Fusion boutique?
Yeah, well, I already showed you this. I've been on a roll with making custom bras and belts. I'm going down to Los Angeles soon for fabric shopping, and I plan to kind of switch up my inventory a bit as far as the style of some of the skirts I make. Probably more hoods. It's hard to describe without I don't have some of the stuff with me, but yeah, I make a lot of different items. So yeah, I'm going to be adding new items. Today I'm going to photograph the sets and pop it on Etsy. But that's kind of a day in the life of me is I make things, photograph them, put them online, do the social media thing.
I understand you've got a free gift for everyone as well.
I want to offer 15% off in my Etsy shop. I think Schamet will drop a code for that, but you can use the code and get 15% off in my Etsy shop. Besides belly dance stuff, I do make stuff. If you were to go to Burning Man, for example, you might find something to go to Burning Man with. Or if you're going to a New Year's Eve party or any sort of party, maybe you might find something to wear. But or hit me up if you want something custom made. I can make custom skirts, dresses, headdresses are one of my favorites, but yeah, just pretty much anything you imagine, I probably can.
That's so
We'll
great.
see. We'll see. But yeah.
Well, thank you, LucretiaRenee, for your stories, for sharing with us what old paradigm means to you. You really added a new lens of perception and a different way of seeing things. I love all the different, um, interpretations and examples of what leadership means to everyone because it's different for everyone. And I really feel like your perception of old paradigm and new paradigm was uniquely yours, and that creates a rich tapestry of this summit. So, thank you so much for being part of this summit because your voice and your vision is so important and so needed in the world. And I'm so grateful for our friendship and for you saying yes to being part of this leadership summit.
Oh, it's been such an honor. And you know what? I can't wait to hear what all the other women have to say. I'm really excited. But anyway, thank you so much. It's been just, yeah, such an honor. I feel so blessed to be a part of this. Hmm.
Yay. Thank you.
Yay. You're welcome.
Sending you so much love for all of your projects that you're working on, and may you
Yes.
continue to channel all your fairy magic.
Thank you. And you too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I appreciate everything you do. You're a superhero.
Oh, thank you, Lucretia. And previously when I called you a goth, you're not really a goth, are you? You're like a
Oh,
new
well, I
feminine.
totally, I totally look like one. I'll take it. I'll take it. I wore all black,
You know
dark
what,
makeup. I
though?
don't care.
What I want to say though is that we have this perception of like, oh, she's goth because she wears black. But actually, you're not really goth. You're like a new feminine paradigm, pixie fairy energy that can't actually be defined and put into a box. My dear, you are out of the box. So,
100%. 100%. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I'll probably talk about this later. I've done the Camino de Santiago, this huge hike through Spain where I was a complete like hippie, so to speak. I had dreadlocks, didn't really bathe very much, just
You
for
were a
fun.
true hippie, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I've had so many different experiences. Like, yeah, that
Wouldn't you
I spend
say,
a lot of time with a lot of different people, not just goths or whatever. I enjoy wearing black.
yeah.
It's fun.
Isn't it
Whatever.
it's the old part paradigm to label people and put people in
Yeah.
boxes as well, isn't it? And the
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
feminine
Yeah.
paradigm is about like being able to see the rich tapestry of creative expression. And you love black and you love dark colors and you love the style. So really, you're a new feminine paradigm creatrix. Yeah.
Yes. And somehow like, yeah, I'm 51 and I feel like why not just rock it and shine it, forever until I'm 100. I don't care. I'm still probably gonna wear hats and crazy hair, crazy jewelry. I don't care. It's all part of the art too, really. Yeah.
Mm. I love that about
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that about you, your creative expression. It's like who you are in the world. You're, expressing your art through your makeup, through your clothes, through your costume. It's your inner
Hmm.
soul expressing it outward into the world. And you bring beauty and magic every day to the people around you. And I love that about you.
All right. Bye, City.
Keep shining and
Oh,
keep
thank you.
sharing
You
your
too.
smiles.
No problem. It's fun.
I love you. Mwah.
Love you too. Bye bye.